The sun is shining, tailgates are humming, and we're getting set for another... And the judicials have been waiting and waiting, and finally the moment is coming and the opening of the season. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Missouri State's offense will go on the attack first. From the shotgun, the inside give. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's West. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Wants to go up top on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's West. Stopped at the 47-yard line. A 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
On 3rd down, going up top. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. And they'll keep it away from the return man as the punt goes out of bounds. The Judicials offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And, David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football game. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others, that they got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes, and guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Quarterback on the keeper. The pitch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Sends it back in motion. To the air on 2nd down. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center nowadays in football. You can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
And they fail to hook up on 3rd down.
Well, it's not quite the start this offense wanted to have on 3rd down. It's their first opportunity. That one falls incomplete. They're going to have to be better on those critical downs as this game goes on.
The Judicials will call on their punt team. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll field the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Got a man, it's Duke. At midfield, he's got room. Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. The Bears are in the hurry-up. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Bears will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Gets the back moving. They'll try the outside to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Judicials are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Looking for space. It's O'Neal. He's not going to make it. What a job on this defense to stop him in his tracks. Punt is on its way. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab. They will score! Touchdown, Bears!
Well, as a defense, you know you're going to see the go-round, especially against this guy. He does it to defenses, it seems, every single week, and so they're not able to get back deep enough to get run by. He makes the catch and then runs it into the end zone. They're going to have to change up their coverage and get some safety help up over the top because this guy's speed is a problem.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. UCLA is currently ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Terry Donahue, this has not been a blowout today inside the Rose Bowl. They're up by 7 over San Diego State. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. He'll ride his man on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. On the option. He'll keep it himself. Quick toss. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Motion from the back. Calls his own number. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Shoots it to the left. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Punt is on its way. looking for running room. He'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Power football with the run. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's West. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Bears line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He wants to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running to Green. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Already well within field goal range. Wonder how aggressive they'll be on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. A shot toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The holder will kneel down at the 29, making it a 39-yard attempt. Absolutely perfect. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Going right to work up top. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll go to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. They want to throw it. Here comes the heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
I think if you're the quarterback moving forward, you need to start thinking about hot routes to your tight ends and to your running backs because of this outside linebacker. He's a guy that has shown the knack to get after the QB. When he comes blitzing, you need to have an outlet throw in your back pocket.
And the Judicials send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. So here comes the Bear offense. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
The Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Push down for the tackle. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Serious arm strength on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. And he had plenty of leg and kept it just straight enough to use that right upright to get it through. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Working that left side now. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll send the back in motion. He'll pitch it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Judicials have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to go up top. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away. And the Judicials will punt it away on 4th down. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on 1st down. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. And the Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's West. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds the tight end. Turning it on. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a 1st down. The Bears are flying down the field. The give to the single back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. They're working that left side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Pocket breaking down. Has no choice but to throw it away, and it'll bring up 4th down. And the Bears line up to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And you just won't see a more effective punt than that, out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. The give to the big fullback.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. It'll be 3rd and long. They'll go to the air. Caught in the backfield, it's made. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. What a nice job on the ground, working his way ahead for 7 yards and leaving them with 4th and short. They're about 2 yards away. Kick is in the air. Boy, that seemed to be prime return territory, but instead he'll set the offense up with great field position. Give to the running back. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Looking down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A 1st down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. There he goes. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Bears will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Back to throw, time running short in the half. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri State.
This offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half. Running the ball, throwing the ball. They had insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and the lead moves to 20. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, who knows how things are going to finish up in the Big Ten this season, but this is a game to keep in mind. Rutgers is going to walk off the field there in Piscataway with a much-needed victory. They had this one circled on the calendars for some time, and regardless the score, that W has to feel good. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Judicials decide to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. He'll start this drive firing. Quickly complete. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable 1st half so far. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double-team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. For now, let's get back to the guys in the booth to start up this 2nd half.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the option. stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Leaves it with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. It's caught downfield. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking. They'll run the option. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a 1st down and a pickup of 10. And the Judicials are moving quickly down the field. Off-play action on 1st down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pressure coming. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Here's a hit. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. The Judicials will bring the punt team onto the field. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
And the Bears trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. From the gun, running back on the move. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The Bears have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. He'll pull it on the read. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Makes the catch. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got some of the work done on 1st. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. On the ground, it's Duke. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Now facing a 3rd and long. He'll do it himself on the draw. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the 1st down, and now they have a decision to make. Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. The give to the back. find some fresh air. He finally goes out of bounds, but you better check that laundry on the field.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. They'll line up for a second down play. Gives it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. They kick it away on fourth down. And the returner will be dragged down. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
They're dealing with a second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Second and 10. He'll throw again. It's complete to the left. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. And the Bears are at the line trying to move the sticks on third and short. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. The Bears trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. Go straight ahead. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it out. It's low. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have let him a little too much. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Sends it back in motion. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. And the Judicials will line up to punt it away. A low line drive and not his best work. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Okay, guys, the Bears offense comes onto the field. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Caught over the middle. It's West. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And here comes the offense on second down. Going to the ground. Got enough for the first down. At the 20, he's got space. Touchdown, Bears! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
lining up for the PAT. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Gets it out quickly.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
And they'll move the chains with the first down, but that might be it for the third quarter. We've come to the end of the period. It's Missouri State holding the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work in the final period of this one. To the air on first down. Can't connect on his first throw. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The Judicials need their binoculars to find that line to gain here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Under fire. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down? The give on the inside. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Grabbed over the middle. It's West. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. They'll look to throw on third and goal. He wants it all. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be fourth down. This kicker's leg is getting a workout. He's already made 3 field goals, and here he comes again. Dead center perfect. And that'll add 3 more to a lead that is already way out of hand.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And that's the end of the line for the return man, but still business to attend to. A penalty marker is down. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. A long way to go for this offense. Goes to the option. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Illegal blocking back. Offense.
So backing up with that penalty, and they can feel their own goalpost looming over their shoulder. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. He gets up to the 15-yard line as they're working their way away from their own end zone. And the Judicials in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The option look. He'll pitch it. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Chance to build a little momentum here by converting this 3rd down from deep in your own territory. Now on the option. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Judicials will punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll call for the fair catch here. So here comes the Missouri State offense. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
To the ground with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. From the gun, running back gets to give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Bears can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Missouri State. A great catch and run for 6.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Minnesota is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things in Minneapolis. Trust me when I tell you that. On this field and off it, this game is not over. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Mississippi State. We'll circle back if anything changes in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Finds a little space. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the 1st down. And the Judicials will send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He will make the fair catch just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll start this drive at their own 48. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football. You preserve the lead. You got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The Bears need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. They'll run it from the gun. They stop him after a short game, probably just wanted to mitigate the losses with 4th down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Bears will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. What a great job on that kick, bouncing it out of bounds inside the 10. The offense starts in the shadow of its own end zone. Gets the back moving. On the option. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point you're going to have to change your thought process. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. He's got it. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. The Judicials come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Oh, they're after him. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the Judicials will try to pin them back with the punt. He's got it. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Using his legs, it's McGee. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. With the clock running, this should be the final play. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack